Hello students. So in the previous video we started with the new chapter squares and square roots, exercise 3a, and we did 3-4 sums. Let's continue with the same exercise. We were on question number 2. The first and the second sum we completed in the previous video. The third sum I had not done, and I had given you a few sums for practice. The answer to those sums, I'll give you the answers to those sums. So here it is. These were the sums which I gave you. So those who have practiced, I will give you the answers for these sums. 1936. So the answer for this first one was 44. The answer for 3136 was 56. The answer for 625 was 25, and the answer for 12100 was 110. Okay, many students had sent me their solution, and most of you got almost 3 answers correct. Only one answer somewhere here or there, a few students got it wrong. So these were the answers. Note down the answers. And this was the previous sum which we did. So this was sub question 2. Let's start with sub question 3 now. One 194481. See, those who have understood this concept properly, those who do not have any doubt, can even pause the video and try this sum on your own. Okay, 1 or 2 students had sent me the solution of this sum also, because they were able to do this sum also. So even you, if you are very confident that you have understood this method, you can pause the video and try this sum on your own. Okay, so first we find the prime factors. So this number is an odd number, so it is not divisible by 2. So I will start with 3. This number is divisible by 3. Why it is divisible by 3? Because when you add all the numbers, see, 1 plus 9, 10, 10 plus 4, 14, 18, 18 plus 8, 26, 27. So addition of all the digits is 27. So and 27 is divisible by 3. Okay, so this number is also divisible by 3. Now how to solve this? This is 3 here. So divide this number by 3 and we write the quotient here. Okay, so how to divide? First to number 19. So 3 6 are 18. Okay, 1 will remain. So this will become 14. 3 4 are 12. 14 minus 12 is 2. So 2 will remain here. So which makes this 24. So 3 8 are 24. Okay, then 3 2s are 6, but there is 8 here, so 8 minus 6 is 2. So this will become 21. 3 7s are 21. Okay, now this is done. Again this number is divisible by 3. So let's do it with 3 again. I have told you, if you take one number, at least it will come 2 times. So I'll take 3 again. 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3, 4 minus 3, 1 will remain. So this will become 18. 3 6 are 18. Okay, then 2 is smaller than 3. So you have to take 27, 2 numbers. So whenever you take 2 numbers, in the beginning you can take 2 numbers. Okay, but in between, if you take 2 numbers together, you have to add 1 0 here. Okay, so 27, 3 9s are 27. Okay, then now this number is again divisible by 3. So 3, the starting I can take 2 numbers. So 3 7s are 21, 3 2s are 6, the 0 will come as it is, and 3 3s are 9. Okay, further it is divisible by 3. So 3. 2s are 6. 7 minus 6, 1 will come here. 12. So 3 4s are 12. Then 0 will come here. 3 1s are 3. Okay. Now this 2401. 2401 is not divisible by 3. So next prime number is 5. So this number is not even divisible by 5 because in the end there is 1. Not divisible by 5. Then I'll check 7. This number is divisible by 7. See, 7 3s are 21. Correct. So 24 minus 21, 3 will remain. So this becomes 30. 7 4s are 28. So 30 minus 28, 2 will remain. 21. 7 3s are 21. Okay. Then 7 4s are 28. 6 will remain. So 63. 7 9s are 63. 7 7s are 49. 7 1s are 7. So we have divided this. You can also do this type of division for finding the numbers. Now once we have this, these are the prime factors. Okay, so 194481 is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, and then 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. Okay, so we'll make pairs here. I told you 3 3 is making one pair. This 3 and 3, 7 and 7 in this, 7 and 7 once again. So take one number from each pair. I told you we are taking square root. We are taking square root here. So we will take one number from each pair. So this 3, 1 3 here, then 1 3 from here, 1 7 from here, and 1 7 from here. So 3 3s are 9, 7 7s are 49. So 49 into 9 is 441. So that means the square root of 194481 is 441. Copy the sum. First copy this prime factor parts and then copy this. Next, question number 3 now. Question number 3 is a very important question. Easy one. The question is, find the smallest number by which 2592 must be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square. Find the smallest number to be multiplied so that 2592 is a perfect square. Smallest number to be multiplied. Now how to solve these type of sums when they ask you the smallest number to be multiplied or smallest number to be divided? They can ask you both ways, smallest number to be multiplied or smallest number to be divided. So how to find that? First do prime factorization in a similar way. So let's start with 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. So 5 minus 4 is 1. So this becomes 19. 2 9s are 18. So again 1 carry. 2 6s are 12. Then 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8, so 9 minus 8, 1 will remain, this will become 16, and 2 8s are 16. Okay, 2 6 are 12 and 9, so 2 4s are 8, 1 remain, that becomes 16, so 2 8s are 16. Now 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, and 2 4s are 8. Keep doing with 2 until you have even numbers. So 2 1s are 2, so 1 will get carried. 2 6 are 12, correct, so this is 1, this becomes 12, 2 6 are 12, and then 2 2s are 4. Okay, 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 2. Now 81. 81 is divisible by 3. So 3 2s are, 2 will get carried here, 3 7s are. 3 27s are 81. Then 3 9s are 27. 3 3s are 9. 3 1s are 3. You have to keep solving until you reach 1. Okay, so these are the prime factors. Okay, so I will write here 9592. We are finding the square root. Question is written. Now find the smallest number to be multiplied. So first let's make pairs here. Pairs. Okay. So 2 and 2 is forming a pair. This 2 and this 2 is forming a pair. This 2 is left alone. Then these 2 3 are forming a pair. And these 2 3 are forming a pair. So 1 2 3. These numbers are forming pair. Only this number is alone here. Correct? Only this number is alone. Whichever number is left out after making pairs, whichever number is left out is your answer. Okay, so the smallest number to be multiplied to make this a perfect square is 2. Final answer. The smallest number which has to be multiplied to make perfect square is 2. Okay, so after forming pairs, whichever number is left out, that number is your answer. Okay, copy the sum. Next, question number 3, sub question 2. This was sub question 1. So the question is, find the smallest number by which 1 2 7 4 8 should be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square. Exactly same question. Which number should be multiplied with this? So first again we'll find the prime factors. Finding the prime factor is very important. If they have not mentioned the method, we have to find the square root by prime factorization method only. So let's start with 2. 2 6 are 12. Then 2 3s are 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. this becomes 14. So 2 7s are 14 and 2 4s are 8. Okay. 2 3s are 6. 2 1s are 2. So what will remain? 1 will remain. 17. So 2 8s are 16. Again 1 will remain. This is 14. So 2 7s are 14. Now this number is not divisible by 2. So we'll check 3. Wait here. Just a minute. There is some mistake here. Now this number is not getting divisible with any number 2, 3, 5, 7. So you remember that 3187 is a prime number. So it is not divisible by any number. So I'll directly write here 3187. 1s are 3187 and we'll end the prime factors here. Okay. See this sum. See this is a typical sum. You have to remember that 3187 is a prime number. Now 1 2 7 4 8. Prime factors are 2 into 2 into 3187. I have tried dividing this 3187 with 7, 9, 11, 13, 17, 19. It is not divisible. Okay. So we'll make pairs. This 2 and 2 is forming a pair, but this 3187 is alone. And if this is alone, that means this is my answer. So the number which should be multiplied is 3187. Okay. I hope you have copied the sum. We'll start with question number 4. Find the smallest number by which 10368. We have 10368 must be divided so that the result is a perfect square. The concept remains the same. First we take this 10368 and prime factorize it. So we start with 2. 2 5s are 10. 2 1s are 2. So one remainder will remain, that is 16. 2 8s are 16. 2 4s are 8. Okay. Then 2 2s are 4. 1 will remain, 11. So 2 5s are 10. Again 1 will remain. 2 6s are 18. And 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. So 5 minus 4, 1 will get carried. That means this becomes 16. So 2 8s are 16 and 2 1s are 2. Now we have 1281. So let's do with 3. 3 4s are 12. 3 2s are 6. So 2 will carry 21. 3 7s are 21. Then this is divisible by 7. This is not divisible by 3, 4 to 7, but it is divisible by 7. So 7 6 are 42 and 7 ones are 7. Actually, we are getting the answer wrong because we made a mistake here. Sorry, I'll correct the mistake. This should be 2592. Okay, so I took 2 6 are 18, but it is actually 2 9s are 18. So small error here. I'll solve the sum here once again. The problem is I have to keep the camera just above the notebook, so it becomes very difficult to look here, and that is why these small mistakes happen. Anyways, so I'll start once again. 2 5s are 10, 2 1s are 2, 6, this will become 16. So 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8. Then second, 2 2s are 4, 1 carry, 2 5s are 10, 1, 2 9s are and 2 2s are 2 5 9 2. This 9 here I took 6, it should be 9. Then 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, so this will become 19. 2 9s are 18, 12, 1 2 9 6. Then 2 6s are 2 4s are 8, so 16. 2 8s are 2 3s are 2s are and 4 3s are 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Then 2 1s are 2, so this will become 12. 2 6s are and 2 2s are 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 2. Then 81, so it is divisible by 3. 3 27s are 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Okay, so big LCM. Now we will write these numbers here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll make pairs. These two, these two, these two, 3 and 3. But this 2 is left alone. Okay, this 2 is left alone, and they are asking us that which number should be divided, the smallest number that should be divided to make this a perfect square. So we saw that 2 is alone here. That means the answer is 2 should be divided. Okay, 2 should be divided means this entire number will get divided by 2, and this 2 and these 2 will get cancelled. So if these 2 are cancelled, why I am doing this? See, this was the first part of the question, that find which number should be divided. So we found that 2 should be divided. Okay, so the number which is left alone here, divide that with 2. These two numbers will get cancelled. Now the square of resulting number, where they have also asked the square of resulting number. So we will take these numbers which are having pairs. So this 2 into 2 will bring 1 2. This 2 into 2, this 2 into 2 will take 1 2 from here. 3 into 3, 1 3 from here, and 3 into 3, 1 3 here. So total how much? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24, 24 3s are 72. So the square of the resulting number is 72. What does this resulting number means? That from this 2 was alone, so 2 should be divided. When you divide it with 2, this alone number and these 2 will get cancelled. So what will remain? Only these numbers which had pairs. So I took one number from each pair and I got the resulting number of the square. Okay, copy this question. Next, I'll do one sum here. Ignore this part. See, in this sum, question number 5. Find the square root of, first one is, find the square root of 0.1764. Okay, see, after the points there are how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Okay, so this can be written as 1764 upon, after decimal point there were 4 numbers, means it was 1000. Okay, this decimal value can be written as 1764 upon 4 zeros. Now we have to find the square root of this. Okay, so denominator square root is easy. See, whenever you have zeros, whenever you have multiples of 10, like multiples of 100, like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, then you can directly take the square root. Okay, there are 4 zeros, this is 10,000. So when you take square root, half zeros will go away. Means if there are total 4 zeros, 2 will go away. What will remain? 100. So this is the square of 100. Okay, and 1764 I'll have to find. So here 1764 divided by 2, 8 is a 16, 1 carry 16. So 2 8 is a 16, 2 2 is a 4, 2 4 is a 8, 2 4 is a 8, 2 1 is a 2. Then 3 1 is a 3, 14, 3 4 is a 12, 21, 7, 3 4 is a 12, 3 9 is a 7, 7 is a 7, 1 is a. Okay, so that means you got 1764 as okay, so these are the pairs, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 7 into 7. Now to take the square root, what we do, we take one number each. So square root of 1764 is 2, 1 3 from here and 1 7 from here. So 2 6 are 12, 12 7 are 42. So numerator square root is 42 and denominator square root, this is 10,000. So delete 2 zeros. So remainder is 100. That means this is the square root. The square root of 10,000 is 100. Okay, always remember, whenever you take square root of numbers with 0, directly take, like 10,000, 100, 1,000, you can directly take the square root. So this answer will become square root of 1764. I'll do it here. Square root of 1764 is this is 0 point. the square root of 1764 is 42, and square root of 10,000 is 100. So this is 42 upon 100, that is 0.42. So the square root of 0.1764 is 0.42. First, I removed the decimal point by adding zeros in the denominator, and this square root can be taken directly. This is 10,000, so it will become 100. And 1746, I solved it here. I got 42. So 42 upon 100, that is 0.42. Root sign is gone. Root sign is gone because we took square root of 1764 as 42 and square root of 10,000 as 100. Okay. Pause the video and copy the question. Question 5, sum number 2. It is 96 1 upon 25. So first of all, I'll solve the mixed fraction 25 into 96. 25 into 96 is the most important part. Multiply 25 and 96, you will get the answer as 2400. Okay, plus 1. So you will get 2401 upon 25, and we have to find the square root of these. Okay, so 25 is a square of which number? 5. You already know that. But 2401 we'll have to find out. 2401. Just a second. It's raining heavily. Okay. Now this 2401 is not divisible by 2 and not even divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 7. So 7 3s are 21. So 24 minus 21 is 3, 30. 7 4s are 28. 2 carry 21. So 7 3s are 21. Then 7 4s are 28. 63. 6 will remain, so 63. So 7 9s are 63. 7 7s are 49. 7 1s are. Okay. Now we are taking square root of 2401. These are the prime factors. Upon this 25 is 5 into 5. So we take pair of two numbers. This is one pair and this is one pair. And here in the denominator, 5 into 5 is the pair. So remove the root sign. Take one number from here, 7. Take one number from this pair, 7. Upon one number from this pair, 5. So this will become 49 upon 5. That's it. This is the answer. Copy the sum. Now 0.169. 0.0169. So 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are there after decimal. So I will write 169 upon 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. Okay. Now we have to take the square root of this number. So 169, if you remember, I had given you the homework also to learn the square roots of few numbers. So if you have learned the square root of few numbers, you might remember the square root of 169. 169 is a square of 13. 169 is 13 into 13. Okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. Means this is 100 into 100. I have told you, whenever you take square root, just half the number of zeros. If there are 4 zeros, write only 2 zeros after taking square root. If there are 2 zeros, write only 1 zero. See, square root of 100 is 10. Square root of 10,000, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros is 100. 2 zeros will come. Okay. Square root of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros will be 1, 2, 3 zeros. It is like that. Okay. Now we take square root. So from this 13 into 13, I will take 113 here. And from this 100 into 100, I will take 100 here. So this will become 0.13. Okay, this is the answer. With this, we have completed till question number 5. Practice this properly. Revise the square root once. From the next video, I'll do the remaining sums. Because those sums are different. Evaluate sums. But for that, once again, I give you a reminder that learn the square roots of 1 to 30. Okay, 1 to 30 square roots. Squares and square roots. Very important. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you, students.